The next item I'm going to remove is one of the main motors. Now, to get the motor out, there's a plastic cover right here over it, and there's a little clip that helps hold the motor down. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that cover back and expose the motor and a motor connector right here on the side. And you'll notice the motor connector is kind of a cream or a beige color, and if I flip it over, it's got one red side. That's your orientation or your polarization mark. So when you plug that back together, the red side has to line up with the red side. So what we could do, or what we do when we're replacing the motor, is we're going to disconnect that connector and pull this wire around like this, and then the motor simply pushes out just like so. So the motor replacement's pretty easy. If you really get carried away in a crash with this thing, the next thing to worry about replacing would be the motor carrier / landing pad. And again, it's a nice tight friction fit, but it just pulls right off. The wires here that run the motor actually provide even a little more friction to help hold everything together. So that pulls off like so. If you straighten these wires out, you can pull the motor cover off fairly simply. And the next step is this motor arm will come off also. Now, you've got a wire here going straight through this thing, the power wires with a connector on it. You have a similar connector on the inside on the PC board. This connector has a green polarization mark on it, so that way you know which way the thing goes. Red out here by the motor, green inside on the board. And if you carefully pull this connector off and then carefully pull out this rod, you have a motor arm with the wire and connectors already into it. Now, we sell it as one piece with the wire already in it. That way you don't have to worry about soldering and doing a lot of fine technical work yourself. What's left is 3 more times the same thing. So, you know, if you had to replace 2 of them, you would just do everything I just did, you know, 1 more time.